Hello, this is Miss Simon with Learning Target 10B, and today our learning target is I can create a stem and leaf plot to compare data. The vocabulary includes stem and leaf plot, mean or average, range, mode, and median. And I'm hoping mean, range, mode, median are all review terms for you. So our first vocabulary term is stem and leaf plot. Stem and leaf plots are a convenient method to display every piece of data by showing the digits of each number. So here's an example of a stem and leaf plot. This is our data that we're trying to organize. The stems are the greatest common place value of the data. So our stems are going to be tens because our largest place value is the tens place value. So 1 represents 10, 2 represents 20, 3 represents 30, and 4 represents 40. The numbers in the next greatest place value are then used to form the leaves. So these are the ones place values. So when I combine the stem with the leaf, I combine the tens and the ones digit. So this would be 15, this would be 16, this would be 21, 23, 23, 26, 26, and so on. Okay, so we're going to look at a problem of donuts sold in each day over a 10-day period, and we're going to create a stem and leaf plot. So we know that over 10 days, on one day 59 donuts were sold, on another day 40 donuts were sold, on another day 56 donuts were sold, and we're trying to organize this information. So the first thing we're going to do is order our data from least to greatest. So here is 40 is the smallest number, 97 is the largest number. And even if a number is repeated, we list it again. So we should have 10 numbers for the 10 days. Second thing we do is we put our data in the stem and leaf plot. So when we look at our data, we can see that the largest place value is tens and the smallest place value is ones. So our stems are going to be 4 for 40, and this will be 40 and 41. For our 50 place value, we have 56, 59, 59, and 59. We have 70 and 74. We would display those like this. 70 and 74. And then we have 95 and 97. Notice that the digits in the leaves are listed in order, and the digits in the stems are listed in order going down. Okay, so now that we've made a stem and leaf plot, we are going to practice interpreting one. The first step to interpreting a stem and leaf plot is looking at the key. When we see 4/1, like 41, that's 41 donuts. So here's our donut stem and leaf plot again. What is the minimum number of donuts sold in one day? The smallest amount sold in one day. 40 donuts. Next, how many days had sales of donuts above 50? 8 days. What is the range of sales of donuts? So range was a vocabulary word. Range we would look at the largest number sold in one day, that would be 97, and the smallest number sold in one day, that would be 40. So the range finds the difference between the maximum number of donuts and the minimum number of donuts. 57 donuts. 97 minus 40 is 57 donuts. How many days had the same number of sales? So I'm looking for the number of days. And if it's the same number, what was that called when you had the same piece of data show up more than once? I believe it was the mode. Mode is the most. So how many days had the same number of sales? 3 days, 59, 59, and 59. What is the average sales of donuts? Average is one of our key vocabulary terms. For average, we're going to add up all 10 numbers, 40 plus 41 plus 56 plus 59 plus 59 plus 59 plus 70 plus 74 plus 95 plus 97. And then we're going to divide by 10 because there are 10 different pieces of data. So we add all of the pieces of data together and divide by the number of pieces of data. What's the average sales of donuts? 65 donuts. Okay, so let's look at another stem and leaf plot. This is it says Maria's backyard has a lot of trees. The ages of the trees in years are given below. So it looks like ones is our biggest place value now, and tenths is our smallest place value. So first we need to organize the data from least to greatest, and then we need to put it in our stem and leaf plot. Okay, so we would have 3 and 2/10, 3 and 6/10, 3 and 7/10, 3 and 7/10. Then we would have 5 and 3/10, 5 and 4/10, and so on. I always, when I'm finished, count up the number of pieces of data I have. So I have 3, 5, 8, 10, 13, 15 pieces, and I make sure I have 15 here. So I would have 4, 7, 7 and 4 is 11, and another 4 would be 15. So I did remember all of my pieces of data. And again, you want to organize your data from least to greatest and then put it in a stem and leaf plot. My key says 3/2 is 3 and 2/10 years. This explains why the key is so important. Okay, now we're going to interpret a stem and leaf plot. It says Mark and his friends played a car race on his new gaming console. The time in seconds required for them to cover the 10 laps was recorded. So this took, let's look at our key, 70/7 means 707 seconds for the 10 laps. So it took one of his friends 705 seconds, another friend 706 seconds, another friend 707 seconds. Again, notice how important the key is with our stem and leaf plot. What is the most common time for the laps? So we're looking for the mode. What's the most common time for the laps? Second question, what is the range of the times? And the third, what is the median of the times? Now the median we haven't discussed before. Median is the middle time. So you're going to count in to find the middle time. So 705 seconds, 706 seconds, 707 seconds, there would be 3. 900 seconds, 902 seconds, 905 seconds, that would be 3. So now we need to find the middle number in here. Okay, and then tell me something that you learned or were reminded of and a question that you have.